What's good, y'all? It's the boy Curly. Super stoked. I've been waiting all day for this moment. Super excited to post. And speaking of posting, I want you guys to know that from this moment forward, it's going to be like more raw videos. Going to do a lot less editing. As in, I'm just gonna what comes off this chest. What comes off this chest. And how it gets to you is how it gets to you. I realized if I'm gonna be a siren in the game of consciousness, you know what I'm saying? I gotta address everything wholeheartedly. And I just wanted to speak on religion real quick because of this right here. So whenever I point at this, I am not talking about like me getting good grades and like that type of stuff. I'm talking about the experience. We can talk about this another time as well, but if you go through all of my education, like from kindergarten to college, all of the electives I had a choice in, like, freed me. Like I challenged everything. We'll talk about it another time. At my time at LSU, I took two very important courses that would change my perspective on spirituality, religion, and like literally everything. So I took a course about Christianity. I learned a very valuable lesson from that course. Not much to say about it. It was kind of boring. A lot of writing, a lot of chapters. It was just, and the other one was a African American Studies class, and that it was a very, very gruesome course. I saw some very vile things. You can't put into words how they hate us. And in those courses, I was able to read, older literature. Through reading, unfortunately, the books of different slaves, I put together that they all had their own way of thinking about life. They were also humans, and they had dreams, they had ambitions, they wanted to be farmers. They had to steal English. And so those two classes, they freed me from white Christianity. Man, it makes my stomach turn when I talk about it. But for those who were free thinkers, and not even just free thinkers, for those that preached black Christianity during that time, if you were caught not teaching it the same way Massa said, you would then get whipped, raped to death, skinned, and then worn. And if that's not the route they went with it, your punishment was to go into a basement where they would blast Christian music. And the system that they had with the shackles. So if you were out of line and had the audacity to not say it like Master said, you and your homeboy are going to have to experience bleeding ears when we're done with you. And we also can't ignore, you can't ignore that we had to use, Christian meetups so that we could run away, so that we could plot and scheme, plan out exits from the most inhumane acts against humanity ever. They would literally whip a new name into you and choose a name from the book they created. So then you have a young child who doesn't have a mom or dad because they were both raped to death, and all he knows is his dad's name was Matthew. So then he grows up being a Christian man, thanking God for his existence. Listen, and I understand there are still going to be people who don't want to address it. At the end of the day, even if everything I said was incorrect and not true and wasn't in those books that I saw at that place, what has ever come good? Like, what good has ever come from white people? I've always asked that question because if they were evil enough to do all of those things and then burn the literature that I'm referring to, that talks about how they were philosophers and this, people thought whatever. So then they burn all of this progressive black literature, trying to keep light for, the next generations. And no one's going to ever question why they're only burning black literature. You just have to think about the logic of it all. I was thinking about this at work. I couldn't get it out of my mind. Let's say, listen, I've never been to Chicago in my life. Let's say someone got on the internet and said, I hit them when I was in Chicago. I'm going to respond and say, I've never been there. Someone might look like me, right? My immediate response wouldn't be to go blow Chicago up. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel the burning of our literature and the erasing of physical media is all you need to know. And so this is what we mean by, if you're going to practice something, it's just got to be black. It's got to be something that, like, if it's Christianity, go ahead, man. Just take some scissors and get the rape culture out. And you got to get a lot out. I ain't gonna lie, but and like, it hurts me so much because my mom was born 6 years after desegregation, and it's not what people think it is. It's not a progressive moment in time. You gotta understand, when we were segregated, black people were thriving. We had our own everything. We operated on a low cost, the word free was often free healthcare, free, free life insurance, free, we had it all. As dark it is to say this, you have to understand that, because you're probably like, oh, but they probably burned houses and, they're going to rape you. They're going to do that regardless. That is who they are. That was going to happen regardless. We was going to have to defend ourselves from that word, no matter what. And so integrating into this system, this very system that tells you you don't deserve enough food, you deserve this. If you don't act right, I'm going to rape you and no one's going to ever know. And hush while I rape children. I'm talking about in 1964, they were still pooping upstream and drinking downstream. You have to understand, this is how stupid these people are. And this is why you just can't practice what they got going on. And mind you, they ask you to sign up for Christianity. They say, okay, you're here. I'm going to go practice. I'm just going to do occult practices backyard. You don't mind me. I'm just going to go try and see if I can go open up a portal to hell. I'll be right back, though. Again, you can't practice that. You are golden, baby. You deserve enough food. You know what I'm saying? You have to remember you are niggas. Remember, queens and kings. Brotherhood, sisterhood. Wakanda is real. This is why it is so important that we focus on community so that we can get more people in on it to explain the stories that are living proof to everything that I've said so far in this video, to show you how to get good quality food. And if you stick around to the end, I do have some really, really great news, and I'm super excited because it's life-changing and it's, more importantly, world-changing. I really had to get that out of my, because it was really stuck in my chest. Like, that's why we got to do what we got to do, man. Take care of your local community. Support the businesses that you feel that are actually going to change the world. Stop giving pedophiles your money. It's time for me to reveal what I got to tell y'all. And it is a lot of great news. Ain't no cap in my rap. Your boy's been doing his research, and I found something super beneficial for everybody. So look, if we gonna get to 1,000 subs, I said December 28th. If we gonna do it, if we're gonna make it happen, we gotta I gotta supply y'all with the resources that's gonna change y'all lives. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go on whatever you want to search it up on, ccof.org, right? You're gonna scroll all the way down, and you're gonna go to the organic directory. And what you can do is you can go either by product, or you can go by your location and then set a distance of how many miles out from where you stay. And this is a global database that only works with organic farms, and a lot of them, if they don't have farm items, they'll have raw organic anything. There's filters, and you can do by website, retail, wholesale. Like, you got to find your thing. Sometimes if you look up too many things in a row, it'll think like you want all of those things at one website. So then you might have to just like refresh every once in a while. I'm talking about real body cream, came from earth, like naturally scented, like truthfully, like body cream, 5 ingredients. The only thing I haven't been able to find is honey, but olive oil, eggs, organic chickens, fresh mangoes. There's just so many websites. So I think that deserves a sub, because, you know, I just hooked you up with a life changer. That's a life changer, bruh. Like, you getting real, and because it's real, true, like by the people companies, you getting them deals. They making it for cheap. They selling it for cheap. You keep coming back. We good. And this is what we got to do. This is how we get out. We got to get more food in our system. We got to put our money in the right places so that we can nurture our bodies the ways they were intended to. Take care of women the way they're supposed to be taken care of. Next month, on top of, you know, what I said about donating to those causes that I'm going to donate to, next month we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to help someone set up shop so that they can start doing this too. Because if someone says, like, if someone's out there and they're like, oh, I'm just one piece away, I want to put my hands in that as a business owner. And I think that's an awesome opportunity to grow the community. I'm also going to start doing, obviously, more of these, talk to you guys more. But I'm going to start keeping you guys up to date with the progression instead of just doing it in the dark and just coming back bloodshot eyes. So you got to hold me to my word. Next month, we got to get a trademark. I done ran from it enough. Trademark next month, official, has to be done. Also, so I think we can make December 28th a very, very special day. But I do have to ask, because you are the audience and you do watch my videos, I'm thinking about creating 25 hoodies, working with someone that I truly, truly, truly trust. And, you know, him and I like genuinely talk business every once in a while. We're both working really hard to make something work for ourselves, and we both see the potential in collaboration, but we both want to make sure that we both have clear, distinct lines of what's ours before we do anything. And that's what we're waiting on, aka me. But I was waiting on getting all of this, you feel me? But yeah, so trademark next month. We donating to somewhere next month, and we're giving away like a webcam or a key light or a microphone arm or something. We finna get our hands in the community. Do I look good? I look just like my mama, huh? Yeah, nah, I'm so stoked, bro. You just gotta understand. Your boy dreamed of being a business owner one day. Like I know that sounds so sherm, but nah, I always knew I could make something happen. I always knew I could figure something out and make something. I'm a creator, cuz. I make things exist. I make thoughts exist. This is, what is this? You got it. I got it. It's mine. But you watching it. Where is it? I'm done. I'm sorry. Yo, you have a good one. You have a good one.